Hello there. I had to.
Oh my god.
I had to. We're talking about Star Wars. Yeah, that's the proper response. Hey everyone, this is Talking Nerdy with Max and Thomas. I'm Max.
And I'm Thomas.
We're going to talk nerdy to you. I guess that's kind of became my unofficial catchphrase going into this. I think every episode.
And we're going to talk nerdy to you?
Talk nerdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give the camera a nice little...
What are we talking about today?
Today? It's like, okay, that's an event.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
What could we be talking about today?
Yeah, quit fucking the camera. Let's move on to the...
What are we talking about?
We are talking about Star Wars Battlefront, the Classic Collection. Now, by the time this video comes out, it'll been...
About a week.
Yeah, a week after. So,
week or two after it has been released, and hopefully the servers are better and more stable.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll just get right into it. So yesterday, March the 14th, the game dropped.
Yep.
They announced it. Oh, was it mid-February? I think.
Oh yeah, real out of the blue. No one saw this coming. It was like, hey, we're gonna re-release it. We're gonna do a little bit of polish, and the servers will be back up for it. This is a game that came out in 2004 and 2005, so we grew up playing this with me and my brother just constantly, some friends from school. It was, oh my gosh.
And same with my brother and I. Like, I remember where I was when I got the first Battlefront game. So it was a gift from my Aunt Debbie. Thank you, Aunt Debbie. And we were over in Indiana at her and my uncle's house. And she had given this game to Garrett and I, so it was PS2, first Star Wars Battlefront.
And it came out right around the same time as the third movie.
It came out a year before.
Came out before?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the first one did. So,
yes.
So, because Episode 3 came out in 2005.
Yes.
And Battlefront 2 came out with that, which I didn't realize they came out that close together.
Oh, yeah, they actually were working on it, so it dropped within the same year, which was just, it's like you could go see the movie and then go home and play the game. I don't think it was that close, but...
It was really close.
It was for like modern game and movie releases. They're almost never synced up as well as this was.
Yeah, but
oh man, but it's back.
It is back.
It's back.
And when
you
I
have 240 player AI servers, where it's just armies just blasting away at each other.
And so when I saw it, because it just kind of popped up on my YouTube recommended, I think it was through IGN posted it, and I saw it and I lit up. I was so excited to be able because I've gotten to play Battlefront 2 with like our buddy Josh. When I go over there and we play it, even like in the past couple years we play it. Oh yeah. And but the first one I haven't gotten to play forever. I still have them on the PS2, but sadly my PlayStation is broken.
No.
And those things got expensive. To get a replacement. Everyone
good
wants one
luck.
now.
If you have one, maybe it can be fixed. No?
Already tried. They said you might as well just buy a new one.
Oh no.
They says as much as it's going to cost to find the parts to fix this, because it's all outdated stuff, they said you might as well just get a new one.
That's half the problem with old games. The other is me and my brother were just total idiots, and a lot of those are scratched up right now. If we try and play the old Spyro game, too scratched up. The cutscenes where people are talking where there should be audio, there's no audio, and maybe it'll skip the cutscene and keep going. There's a good scratch right there, and it's in one of the opening starting spots. Yeah, so that was
a replacement.
We had to get a replacement for Star Wars Battlefront 2 also. We accidentally broke the disc, I think, or it got too scratched. And Mom got one of those little CD cleaner machines. Didn't work for it. Didn't work. The cuts were too deep.
Did you try the toothpaste thing?
Yeah, we tried that too. We tried it all.
Did the toothpaste thing ever actually work, or was that just kind of like one of those urban legends where it's just like, this will save you $30 replacement?
In our case, maybe it's because we actually cleaned it. I think it worked for one game for a bit. and then it went downhill.
At least you got one more last hurrah out of it.
Yep. So this game is old. It is one more year and it'll be 2 decades old.
It's not old.
It's going to be a 20-year-old game. This was also probably one of the first-person shooters that, for me and my brother, growing up, I think we had a knockoff of GTA, which is like Driver 3, I think.
Yeah.
And which is steal cars, run around, shoot. Like third-person camera, I think. But this was it. This was where we put the hours, and this was how we learned how to run and gun before Halo. Because we didn't have an Xbox. We didn't know where to go. I didn't know what a GameStop was. I'd see one like over in I think Frankfurt off of that exit, and it wasn't even GameStop, it was some just gaming store. And I was like, there's a store just for video games?
It was like, this is incredible.
What? That's just a slice of heaven sitting there waiting. Oh, well, we're going to Shoe Carnival.
If you think about it, honestly, GameStop was like Toys R Us for teenagers.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's back out. It's been released. It's been a little polished.
Well, and so we'll start off first with, by the time this video comes out, anyone who's kept tabs on this game knows what happened at launch, where it was just apparently a total freaking disaster.
Train wreck.
So Aspire...
Multiplayer-wise.
Yeah, multiplayer-wise. That's a good point.
The story, still intact. The first one still kind of does its own thing in the first one. Second one, though, amazing story.
Yeah.
Second one, awesome story. The 501st Journals.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Those little guys in blue are the 501st now.
For those of you all who aren't as well versed in Star Wars, so the 501st was Anakin's
battalion.
Thank you. I could not think of the word. It was the battalion that followed Anakin Skywalker throughout the Clone Wars, and this is their journey through the Clone Wars, the transition to the Empire with Order 66, and then the Empire.
This is also, again, it's 19 years old right now. This is back when the whole, there's like a bionic chip in their head that will control them for Order 66. None of that plot thread was here. This was, no. We know we're going to shoot them in the back one day. They won't see it coming though, because man, they're like, if we can trick them, if they can be deceived, because from their perspective, they're watching them for years, and it's just like, okay. It's is it just magic? No. It's more of this meditative state they can get into, which they can be tricked, they can be surprised, and if you can trick them, you can kill them.
Just like the simulation.
They've taken a command post. We lost a command post.
Watch those wrist rockets. It's amazing that after 20 years, I can still quote.
They sent in the supers.
Stuff. Yeah.
Which is a cool thing because it's a lot of the lines we're citing are just the Clone Wars era focus. Now hear this, the Imperial Imperial announcer, so much more uppity. Loved it.
Like a Nazi officer,
which
is what they are. Yeah, it's what they are. It's space Nazis.
Yeah.
But so with the launch, so Aspire has actually came out with a statement. They came out with a statement last night, which is March the 14th, the same day as release. It said, hey, thank you all for letting us know all the bugs and putting the time into this and giving us a shot. They said, we're working to address these issues. Some of them have been addressed. We've been working on them all day. We're going to continue to work on them. And just a thank you for getting it. And
there we go. Be straightforward with your community.
Which is great. I thought that was great because so many developers, they just won't even acknowledge it. Or you'll just get a random patch weeks later. But and even though Aspire fumbled the with the launch, that's promising to me.
Yes. Helldivers 2 had a similar issue not even a month ago. They were expecting about 50,000 players at launch. The trailers didn't bring in many people, but the gameplay did. And they were going, okay, I'm the CEO. Don't even buy the game yet until I get back to you in a week or two and I tell you we've fixed it.
Which is
and they
great.
have. They've increased it to 750,000, which is just awesome. Oh my gosh.
Now, is that one, that's an indie developer, right? Who made that?
Arrowhead is the name of the company, but the CEO and the way they're handling it, he's like, why hasn't it been fixed yet? And Twitter, he's like, okay, I'll go and stand over our engineers and yell at them and ask them why it isn't done yet, or I'll let them do their job on their own time, and we will resolve it. We know it's an issue and it's being resolved. You just keep whining on Twitter.
So some of the issues that have been going on with the Battlefront collection is one, it really has all been multiplayer. It's at launch for PC at least, there were only 3 dedicated servers. Those servers could only handle 64 people each. So
64 in total, so it's like 32 versus 32, right?
yes.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
While you still have a swarm of AI on those battlefields.
And you got thousands of people trying to get in and not getting into it.
Right.
You had server crashes, some just patchy little glitches and bugs in it.
Yep. If you got in, you'd only be in it for a minute or two, and then it just kicks you back out.
Crash, yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's just growing pains. If you got to kill time, you've got to... How many hours do you think you can knock out the campaign in? 4? Man, it's...
Depends how good you are.
Oh yeah. The first half you can knock out, but there's like 2 or 3 missions they have in there. I'm thinking of Kashyyyk, where it's like, hold the line.
Such a great one.
And you're just, oh my God, I have like 3 reinforcements left. Where's that AI? I don't want him to just be killed randomly.
Yeah, well, and then you have stuff like Geonosis and Hoth that take a little bit longer too.
Felucia.
I love it because that's with the
Ackley's.
Thank you. I can never
big
remember the
green
name.
praying mantis needle mouth things. Oh.
Love it. But
ever since then, I always spawned. It's like, I'll just be a generic trooper. No. You spawn in as rocket trooper.
That's right.
You spawn in as rocket and you hide under one of the big mushroom flowers.
But
because you know what's coming to kill you.
Yeah. But that's one of my favorite missions in the whole.
Then you fix up your ATGE, your little fortress, and you march forward.
And then...
For how simple it was. For how simple...
Yeah, it wasn't complex.
No. But it immerses you in there. It's playing the soundtrack from the movies right in your ears. You're there. Oh, man.
Well, and I think that was what made the game so special when they came out, is it was the first true immersive Star Wars experience in video game form, where you really felt like you were stepping into the world. You were going, because there were other games
but
I feel like Battlefront just did it better.
It put you on the literal fields of battle, the fields of war, and which, again, at the time, what we were seeing was Attack of the Clones was only like a year or 2 old, or 3. I think was it 3 years in between, 3 or 4?
It's 3 each. So it was Attack of the Clones was 2002.
Yep. And then episode 3, which is Rise of Empire, right?
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Yep.
Sith.
Yep.
Sith. Not the Sith.
So we'd been seeing these big battles. Again, there was not a lot of stories about it. Like the Clone Wars, which is 7 whole volumes or seasons, just spectacular. They just delve into this whole war in between 2 and 3, and the game just puts you there. And it puts you there during like the story moments too.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're going with Anakin. 501st gets renamed to Vader's Fist. Oh God, it was awesome.
And then if I remember correctly, there's a mission in Battlefront 2. It's like Coruscant and the Jedi Temple, and you're like gunning down the young Jedi.
You get to be a part of the massacre, man.
Hooray!
You're the bad guys.
Murder!
Yeah.
Kill all the younglings.
Oh, that was a brutal mission too. Oh my gosh, because again, the game was a little old, so the ceiling was maybe like 4 stories tall, and they just spawned the Jedi above you and dropped them down on top of you. So you just turn around after clearing a room and there's like 5 Master Jedi standing in front of you and you're just like,
shit.
Ah! Yeah. This
was not like the simulation.
Yeah, we did no
we
training
did not train
for this.
And so since it's been out, I got to put in a couple hours playing it yesterday, release day. And so I was able to hop online, and I just created a little private server, and another friend of ours played with me, and we did a couple little matches. It did crash on us. I want to say it was like 3 games in, it crashed. But
three's better than what a lot of people have been getting right now.
It did handle well, though. Like, I didn't have any issues with lag. I didn't have any bugs or glitches. Now, granted, it wasn't a 32v32.
Right.
So, you know, it's much more contained than something like that. Yeah. But it was still fun without any issues. And then I just hopped on to the solo play stuff and played a bunch of classic maps.
Oh, yeah. There's the Mos Eisley Assault mode if you want to play nothing but all your heroes against each other.
So they actually expanded that.
What?
So it used to be on the original versions, you could only do heroes versus villains on Mos Eisley.
Yes.
They've expanded that. You can do it on every single map.
Oh my gosh!
Which was very exciting. I did that last night. I played.
Oh god!
I played heroes versus.
Oh god!
So this is something. If you grew up playing this game in 2005. That was one thing that was frustrating, is you could only play the heroes versus the villains on one map.
Yep.
And they had all these great maps, and it felt like a waste. Now you can do it on every single one. I played heroes versus villains on Mustafar.
Good. Oh, there you go. Above the lava.
Yeah, nothing like
the
force
bridges
pushing.
that can fall. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Just made your night, didn't I?
Yeah. Yes, it did. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Because that's just the stuff of dreams right there for as a kid who's watching Star Wars. You're like, it'd be cool if this person fought this person and this person fought this one. And it's like, hey, here's this video game where they're all in this one room together, just smacking each other to death. And there's like 5 General Grievouses over here. And
I was about to say that's.
And there's like 7 Obi-Wans, and here's Mace Windu, and because oh my god, it's such a big cake with so many layers. It's simple ideas, but it's just this massive thing.
Yeah, and you said you had the PS2 version, right?
Yes. So only me and my brother could play together, so that was only 2 players.
Well, so another thing that they did with this one, so I didn't know this, but apparently on the original Xbox, if you got Battlefront 2, you got 2 other characters. You could play as Kit Fisto.
Oh!
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then,
I know you could have up to 4 players on it.
Yeah, so you could have Kit Fisto and Asajj Ventress.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so those 2 characters have been added into this because they're bringing it over from... Yeah, so as a...
I wonder if they've added Plo Koon.
No. No Plo Koon.
Man.
He was cool looking.
You got Coyote Moody with his double brain thing going on there.
Cone head.
Yeah. So some of the differences, like, where's the variety of like your different clones and stuff? It depended on the planet. If you were on Kashyyyk, you were in their green camos, which I think is one of the 300th legions now. Like they all, again, like all the lore gets expanded. They all get actual naming for everything, which like it still existed there. If you played hard enough, instead of getting a kill streak, you could unlock your heroes, your Jedis or Sith on it, or your bounty hunters. I'm flatlighting here. My brain. It was.
I didn't know what to do. I'm not a doctor.
You didn't have too many special characters. That you just had, like, for the droids, you had the Magna Guard and the Droideka. They're back. They're still just fun as ever. The clones, you had the jetpack guy and the commando with his Gatling gun on his shoulder. So not all of the classes have the same thing. Which makes fighting as each different faction fun.
So you want to know one character I don't remember being this difficult, but as I've played this classic collection, I kept getting my shit pushed in. and it's
Who's doing it?
the Bathan Spies.
Bathan Spies, the goat-looking dudes.
They're so overpowered in this version. I don't remember it being that hard.
So shimmer invisibility is something we start seeing more in like Halo. So here it's just straight invisibility. And you only know he's shooting you when he's shooting you with his hair dryer. It sounds like a hair dryer.
Yeah.
It sounds like a hair dryer, and the flames are brown with like hints of blue, and then you're dead. Bathan Spies are the bane of the Empire in that game.
And I don't.
Oh my god!
I don't remember him being that tough.
You'd get lucky killing them if you were the. Like the dark trooper in like the dark blue armor, because you had a lightning gun that would chain to anyone, and it'd randomly chain and just hit invisible enemies.
It's like, I got you, you son of a bitch.
Okay, great. Yep. Oh my gosh! But droidicas are just a pain in the head.
Battlefront 1 droidicas are way overpowered. Like, it takes forever to get those damn shields down.
You are a walking fortress of death.
Yeah.
But when you're not a little ball, you are sadly moving at like
a snail's pace.
An inch a minute almost.
Yeah.
You are death.
I'll get there, guys.
The moment you see a target, it's like doom, and then it's like, oh well, all right. Do I drop my invincible field and turn into a little hockey puck, or do I stay like this and take 5 minutes to get to the end of the hallway?
Gotta balance it somehow.
Yep. Droidicas couldn't bounce on their own either in those old ones, so
they can't bounce at all.
So
I know it looks like a nice little bouncy ball, but no.
So in the new one, their middle back leg lines up, and you can actually use it to bounce.
No shit.
Yeah. So you can actually try and get up high. You aren't stuck on the ground. But I think they did that because they were like, our maps aren't perfectly flat either. So you need them to actually do little hops here and there.
See, and I never really played as the CIS. So.
The Confederacy of Independent Systems. We were right all along. Count Dooku was right. The Republic's been taken over. We need to fight against this tyranny.
But he was in on it.
Yeah. Until he wasn't.
Until he wasn't.
But I love all the crazy, wacky, different machines that the droids could employ. Though that's more of all the Clone Wars. In there you get the AAT, the floating hover tank with the big gun on top.
That thing is amazing.
I love
especially
their guns,
in the
man.
first one.
Yep.
In the first one, that's another one of just crazy overpowered. And the sounds. The sound design in the game.
Straight from the movies. Straight from the movies. It's 1-to-1, baby. 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sounds great, especially now that I got nice headphones.
Yes. Oh my gosh. The ATTE is still your big slow fortress. What other tanks did the clones have to use? Oh yeah, they had.
The names.
God. How am I forgetting this? Very boxy, too long, sort of fins on the sides,
and
a laser turret on top, and rockets. Like an IXT tank or something, and then the Empire also has that.
ATST, and you got the ATAT.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Glorious.
There were rumors of a third one that was going to come out, but it got shelved way back when. And that's all we really need. Any other follow-up to this to be is just polish. The same thing. Space battles on almost every planet in orbit for the Galactic War. You can, is it Galactic War?
Galactic Civil War.
Galactic Civil War. It's a special mode like Risk, where you move your fleet.
Oh, you're talking about Galactic Conquest.
Yes.
Sorry.
Just a whole other mode where if you wanted to sit down for a whole weekend with friends, or your brother on the same team, or your friends, and you could just go ham, and you had to slowly buy all the rocket troopers and engineers and jetpackers and bring in extra reinforcements.
Yeah, the garrisons, back to tanks.
Back to tanks, the Jedi, the heroes. Sabotage enemy vehicles, so they're only coming at half health, and they're screwed for the beginning of the match. Oh, you could do so many, again, just small little things, but we haven't seen a galactic conquest in 19 years.
Which is too long.
Yep, too long. But it also made you just absolutely love. You're like, what's the next? All right, what's the next play? Do I need engineers? Do I want better tanks that can like slowly heal themselves, or do I want to be able to build turrets, or should I go for rocket troops so I can really just mess up their tanks? Or do I just want to save up for the droideka? That's all you did as the CIS. You went through like 2 or 3 hard matches till you had enough credits to just buy the droideka. And you went, I've basically just won every ground campaign ever.
Well, and especially like once you get to a certain point in the game where you just have a ridiculous amount of credits, you're just like,
oh yeah,
all the perks.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, in both scenarios, I think in the Clone Wars era, though, there's a long way around the map, and then you've basically got the quickest route through is through Naboo, that stupid choke point on Naboo. Oh my God. And it's like all I gotta do is get my droids. Just gotta get my droids through Naboo. Take Naboo, I've got the droid, come on, give it to me. And I lost the space battle. Well, let's just get another fleet, come on, let's send another, I lost the space battle. Dang it.
I'm very excited to have this back in my life. I'm definitely, on the nostalgia train.
Oh yeah.
But also,
oh yeah,
like even playing it today, not today, even playing it yesterday, I will play it today. Mm-hmm. But playing it yesterday, I was just like, this was a good game. I don't feel like I was just blinded by nostalgia. It's still genuinely good, and there's still time to work out the multiplayer stuff.
You can just sit at the main menu. It's simple. But there's this little portrait, and then there's this whole background, usually sometimes on 2 different sides, doing just scenes from the movie and just playing the whole soundtrack for you.
I do have one itsy bitsy, teeny weeny little complaint.
What? What?
So it's in the first Battlefront. So remember
okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Okay, so in the loading screen before you go into a map, it goes, so there's the planet, there's the grid.
Yes,
they changed the fucking loading noises. Because it's
Yeah, it's high. The original one is high pitched. It's iconic. As you slowly zoom in to where you're fighting on the planet.
Why the fuck did they change it?
I don't even know. If someone just hit a volume switch and just dropped it by decibels, but now it's just doot 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 doot.
Well, and so with it, so it's doot 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 doot. And now it's doot 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 doot.
It's like, we have the coordinates. Let's go.
Well, but now, so they changed it to doot 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 doot. Like they changed the middle one, so it doesn't have that. So
they've even changed the tones of the.
Yeah, they changed the tones.
Why? Perfect.
It was perfect. Because the first time I saw that, but the first time I heard it, I was just like instantly. I was like, that's not how that goes.
That's not right.
I put hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
Days of my life I gave to this game. So I thought that was weird. I was just like, why would you not keep that the same? And that being said, on PC, someone's probably going to mod it and fix it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, which I will absolutely download the mod.
If we get Steam Workshop compatibility with this, we can bring in all the Jedi.
Working servers.
We can bring in all the Sith. We can bring in all the different customizations. So even like if you're playing on Tatooine, like your normal stormtrooper will have like the sand trooper outfit with the shoulder guard and everything. Just you could have that, but like army-wide, like come on, mods, brush it up. I know you've been waiting for this too. They'll do it.
You know, I'd like Qui-Gon. I want Qui-Gon Jinn. We never got him.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be real cool.
But have you all played it yet? What do you think? Were you excited for it? Are you disappointed?
Is it just nostalgia bait? Or are you living the dream again?
And I mean, my recommendation, just again, this is day 2. So.
It's been too long.
Yeah, this is day 2.
Why isn't it fixed now?
If if you
This isn't even a full-priced AAA game anymore. This is only, I think right now, no sale, it's $35 for 2 games?
2 complete games.
Yep.
And so
One of them with Space Battle as well. All of it in there. No loot boxes.
no microtransactions.
What? Really? Wow.
Like the good old days.
Yep.
But what I would recommend, if you're only buying it for the multiplayer, give it a little bit of time to work out.
Let them cook. Let them fix it.
Yeah, let them fix it.
Let the chefs do their thing in the back.
If you're fine just playing solo, or you hop on with like a friend, go ahead and get it. I mean, it's the same game you grew up with.
You want to go fight on the Death Star? There you go. You can go into the laser cannon room, into the detention block.
Try your luck with the Sarlacc pit. Fight the Gamorrean guards.
Oh my God! Did they have a higher health pool than the Wookiees?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then Chewbacca, whenever he showed up, oh my God, it's like, if a Wookiee has twice as much health as a normal person, let's just double Chewie's also.
Because he's a hero.
Yeah, so literally, if you're doing that hero mode and you see Chewbacca and he's just peppering you, deal with everything else in the room and then beat Chewbacca to death. Because if you try and beat Chewbacca to death, it will take you a minute and everything else in the room will kill you first.
And then wear his coat.
Oh my God! He's a Trandoshan, you poacher.
That's right.
Yeah.
But what do you all think? Hop in the comments and let us know. Have they fixed it by now? Is it worse? I don't know. This
Is it better?
The future.
Are the mods? Is it hallelujah? Have they fixed everything? Let us know. Go have fun. Save the galaxy or conquer it. Who cares? Be a hero. Be a villain.
Just like the simulation.
Just like the simulations.